Have you ever pondered the chilling possibility of a third world war? And if so, where might you go to survive? Amid escalating conflicts around the globe, many fear the advent of a third world war, one potentially more devastating than any in history due to the advancement of offensive weaponry and destructive military technologies. In light of these fears, experts have compiled a list of places that could serve as refuges from the horrors of such a war. Let's delve into these safe havens, shall we? First on our list is the southernmost point on our planet, Antarctica. This frozen continent, known for its extreme tourism and stunning icy landscapes, is unlikely to see much foot traffic in the event of a potential Third World War. Its geographical position at the very bottom of the globe makes it an improbable target and thus a relatively safe haven. Moving on, we have Bhutan. This small Himalayan kingdom declared neutrality after joining the United Nations in September of 1971. This stance, combined with its lack of coastlines and abundance of mountainous regions, makes Bhutan a particularly secure location should a global conflict arise. Finally, let's talk about Argentina. Despite its history of engagement in conflicts, notably the Falklands War with Britain in 1982, this South American country is one of the most likely places to survive a post-nuclear famine. Studies have found that detonating 100 nuclear bombs could release enough smoke to block out the sun, leading to a nuclear winter and making crop cultivation near impossible. But Argentina, with its abundance of staple crops like wheat, could prove to be a good place to live in such circumstances. So Antarctica for its remoteness, Bhutan for its neutrality, and Argentina for its food security. Interesting, isn't it? Moving on, let's explore Chile, Greenland, and Fiji. Starting with Chile, a country that boasts the longest coastline in the world. This extensive stretch of shoreline is a treasure trove of diverse crops and natural resources. Chile's level of technological advancement is among the highest in South America. This means that while you might feel isolated, the infrastructure and access to modern technology could make it an ideal haven in the event of a global conflict. Next, let's traverse to the far north, to Greenland. This massive island, a territory of Denmark, is renowned for its remoteness and mountainous terrain. Politically neutral, Greenland is a perfect refuge in times of emergency. With a population estimated at around 56,000 people and no involvement in international disputes, it's unlikely to be targeted by any major world power. Finally, we cross the globe to Fiji, a small island nation in the South Pacific. Far from any major landmass, Fiji lacks a strategic military posture, with an army of just 6,000 soldiers. This makes it a high scorer on the Global Peace Index. Most of Fiji's land is covered by dense forest, and it has an abundance of minerals and fish. This could make Fiji an ideal place to be during a Third World War. So, Chile for its resources, Greenland for its isolation, and Fiji for its peace index and natural resources. Quite diverse, don't you think? Lastly, let's examine New Zealand, Indonesia, and Iceland. New Zealand is known for its high ranking in the Global Peace Index, consistently coming in second. This Pacific island nation is not just admired for its neutrality, but also for its rugged terrain that provides ideal protection in case of an attack. Imagine the mountainous landscape serving as a natural fortress, keeping the inhabitants safe. Next on our list is Indonesia. This Southeast Asian country stands out due to its neutrality when it comes to global political issues. The country's first president, Ahmad Sukarno, established a constitution in 1948 that kept Indonesia away from conflicts and interventions in international affairs. Instead, they focused their energy on fostering global peace. It's like they've already prepared for a worst-case scenario, ensuring their country maintains a peaceful existence. And finally, we have Iceland. Consistently leading the Global Peace Index, Iceland is known as one of the most peaceful countries in the world. Its remote location is a strategic advantage, keeping it away from potential conflict zones. But what makes Iceland particularly interesting is its self-sufficiency. Should a war break out, Iceland wouldn't need to worry about relying on other countries for resources. New Zealand for its peace, Indonesia for its neutrality, and Iceland for its peaceful reputation and self-sufficiency, each unique in their own way.